Yeah, I can tell this is a really nice letter too. He's being more about himself and how he's feeling and what he's going through. I remember this letter. February 77, Villarreal. Rebecca Miller. And so before I go to sleep tonight, I thought I'd see if I could contact you by paper and ink, neglecting the cursed sound of the late night telephone ringing off the wall as you drowse in some cloud of illegal origin. Working daily without the recognized safety of weekends and darkness. However, I parallel this to laborious frenzy with intense relaxation among artist friends comparing outlooks on the great and minor art capitalized of the world. Ideas and songs run amok when we gather in my otherwise reclusive rooms. Much talk of freedom and mindless excursions into the fantasy of someday becoming an average person if all fails in art. Much talk and some concrete movements of building on the land and staying until the Russians or God moves us to another dimension. Much talk of staying here in this high valley till the volcanoes are reactivated and there is no need for openings and gallery directors. Good art is oozing out of my studios and eyes of certain people that know the measure of things like that here in one of the few and last bastions of holiness in the immigrant country. Much talk of art and music in these rooms when I open my cautious door. The women come and go these days. I find myself totally in limbo after a week full of one affair. I'm just taking my time, but taking, not in a hurry, refusing to get shaken by any move any woman takes these days. I feel to be finally coordinating my passions these days, I guess. All I need these days is lots of art, a substantial ration of Coors and cannabis, high moments of eroticism, country and western music, and a pardon from dealing with reality. Have to go to bed now. Regards, TC.
Another one about his art.
Huh?
Another one about his artwork.
Yeah, because he's getting, seems like when I met him, he had painted a lot. And I'll never forget, which I think is one of his best paintings, is the skeletons with beer cans and their dog tags in Vietnam.
Yeah.
And then I don't remember any of his paintings after that Smithsonian show until this era. And then he talked about it. And these were probably his best paintings. And he was totally into them. I don't really remember much before that, except the piece I have he did in Oklahoma City, and most of his friends have have one of those pieces from that show because we could afford them. It was almost like he was leaving Oklahoma, but he was going to give us the opportunity to have his artwork. That's what it felt like.
It's a great sentence. Much talk of art and music in these rooms when I open my cautious door.
Yeah.
Right.
I feel like even that last part, when I open my cautious door, would be like, that's a great, like that could be a good title for the book.
Yeah.
My cautious door.
Or when I open my cautious door,
It
my
would be.
cautious door.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful title.
And the look on his face was always,
Yeah, when I opened my cautious door, letters from T.C. Cannon.
yeah, that's nice.
Rebecca Miller.
It's like, it's very, it's like, it really kind of like embodies kind of like the experience of like, you know, the whole thing. I mean, including your experience of being like, okay, I'm not going to like let these out into the world until it feels like, until you've had the, you know, like you said, you felt like TC would have been okay with it.
Yeah, so you were very careful.
He was always very cautious and careful, even of a smile. It's like his smile was almost like a child's, kind of held back, but it was still a smile. And when I found those photographs of Julie and I with TC in Santa Fe, he has a big smile. But he was young. It was the first time I was around him, so whatever age I met him, he was happy in that weekend with us all. I'd never seen that big smile ever again, really.
Oh, like that.
Yeah, he's smiling big. I didn't see that smile really ever again.
Yes.